What's up, guys? This is Tasha from Hookahgram.
What's up, guys? Peter from Hookahgram.
Anthony from Hookahgram.
And today we're kind of late on this video. We're gonna talk about some of the best stuff that we tried in 2022. We're 3 months late.
Yeah, that's all right.
But we're just gonna give you a brief overview of some stuff. Not everything is here, and we're gonna try to categorize everything. Start with bowls, for example, and then as we go, we're gonna talk about it. So, jump right into it.
Yeah.
Start right into bowls. So, what's the first bowl?
The scent bowl, handmade, hand painted, stoneware, thick bottom, handles heat very well.
Made in
what?
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
Yep. Very unique.
We always use usually a provost, but you can use,
Yeah,
you can use both.
It's HMD friendly.
Dark leaf, blonde leaf.
Another thing I like about this for sure.
You usually get what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Easily. Just show you this. Very nice, good looking bowl. And we like unique. It's very hard to be creative in the as far as bowls, and definitely one of our favorites in 2022.
You love talking about this one, so.
Yes, definitely. So Ola, right when we did last year, we did best products of 2021. Right in the beginning of 2022, the Ola Roma came out, and we were not able to include it. So the Ola Roma, it's been over a year. Ola is made in Italy. They have very unique designs. I don't know if you remember the big Ola bowl. Yep, with the lion on it. Ola Roma is probably my favorite Ola bowl. I think your favorite as well.
Yeah.
You agree with me. It's a very unique bowl. It has these columns that are like Roman, X like Greek. The vortex in the middle, how it's centered. This one, it was engraved, hand painted actually, with our name on it. What I like about the Ola bowl is that it is a challenging bowl to kind of like get the hang of when you pack it. But once you get the hang of it, it's a very enjoyable bowl. It loves heat, which we definitely like that. And it's one of the best bowls of 2022.
Wait. The middle part.
The vortex, yes. So that was the vortex. That's a design by Ola, which I personally like it. It's the way the air is flowing through the bowl. Very good job on the creativity. I believe they had a few limited releases with like different colors, like Galaxy Purple or something like that. You can check out Ola Bowls Italy. And last one,
Stinger bowl.
Mason. I mean, we can't have a video without a Mason Shishaware product in it. This is the Mason Stinger. It was introduced last year. It's specifically designed for Tangiers. Very small bowl. Kind of looks like a stinger, like a bee, right? Is bee and stinger the same thing? Right?
Well,
like
bees have stingers.
Right? Yeah. I'm not sure. So yeah, very small bowl. One of the challenging parts of this bowl is it's very short, so it's kind of hard to foil it. People like to elevate it, put it like on top of a box, and then foil it. But I find Tangiers sessions very enjoyable in this bowl. I wouldn't try blonde leaf. I have tried small percentages. You can still get away with it, but I would mostly do Tangiers on this. And once again, good job, Mason Shishaware, for that. Gonna keep it as brief as possible, as we said. These are the bowls. Let's talk about tobacco now. Some flavors. We'll give the mic to Anthony.
So, 2022 year I discovered Eternal. Probably my favorite tobacco right now. I don't really do full dark leaf bowls. Sometimes we do. I like to mix. I was a big trifecta guy, and Eternal's kind of stealing my heart. I think they just have a little bit better flavors. Lime Lit's probably my number one. I like mixing it with some Tangiers products.
I'm gonna agree with you with that.
They smoke very well. You get a lot of time out of them. They love heat. It's very hard to mess these up. Whether you're advanced or a beginner, it's a very good way to go. You definitely won't be disappointed. They smoke very well. They make a lot of clouds, and it tastes good.
They keep up with the market. Like, I like how they introduce new stuff, and they're made here. I definitely agree with that. Eternal is definitely a very good brand to look into. It's been out for longer, but we pretty much got introduced to it this year. But yeah, I definitely agree with Anthony on this, 100%.
Yeah.
Any other flavors? I mean, I'll talk about a couple of them.
There's too many to talk.
One of them, Must Have, was a huge hype this year. We did get to try Must Have before. Lemon Pie is probably one of our favorites. It's a very unique flavor. It's like you take milky rice by Must Have and you put some lemon flakes on it, and it's just perfect for me at least. Not for Anthony.
Not for Anthony.
Anthony doesn't like dessert flavors, so that's how we're taking the mic.
Not yet.
I do like Must Have. Must Have Frosty, one of my favorites.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Another brand that we got to try was Kismet, made in Germany. Kismet Black Vanilla. They have a bunch of flavors. Not easily accessible in the States. We had to get it from somewhere else. So Trifecta Vanilla used to be my favorite until I discovered Kismet. If you like vanilla and you smoke dark leaf, Black Vanilla is probably my number one choice when it comes to vanilla. There was a lot of new other flavors that came out. Element Air, Gelato al Pistachio was a great flavor. Bunch of them, too many to name. You can check our Instagram at hookahgram.co. We always try flavors, put mixes in there, and you can ask us questions one-on-one and make it easier for you guys. So that's it for tobacco. Next one. You want to do HMDs like accessories or hookahs?
Sure.
Just do the accessories. They're all
So,
right
our latest favorite, the Onmo. Good Lotus replacement, a little bit cheaper. Probably my favorite heat management so far. I'm not a big apple on top guy. Always used a Lotus, and Tasso kind of pushed this one on me. And I'm kind of happy he did, because no lid, it's a little bit easier, and it just works. I mean, you know, I'm very picky. I like doing things a certain way, normally the same way every time, and it kind of just won it for me.
there. And it's
Let me
also
ask you
10
now.
times cleaner.
What do you think is better on the Onmo that made you transition from the Lotus?
No lid.
I know price, no lid, right?
No lid.
No lid, and the price too. I mean, you don't really. Some people don't care about the price. You know, it's half the price of the
Yeah.
Lotus. So it's worth it.
I'm big on aesthetics. It looks nice. It's a nice touch on the hookah. I mean, listen, I smoke an hour and a half, 2 hours out of a bowl with these.
Definitely worth it.
It's just something that works.
And you don't have to sit there and scrub it with a brush after.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier. That's a good
So
point.
easy to
Actually,
clean.
it's a lot easier
Pretty
to
much
clean.
just rinse it.
Yep, a lot easier to clean compared to the other
Yeah.
non-foil HMDs. Definitely. We have this on our store, hookahgramstore.com. HMDs, I think it's like $30. Definitely worth it.
Now, second heat management, very similar. A little bit more pricey, probably a little bit better looking aesthetically. They perform similar. I would say they perform about the same.
I prefer the Anima.
You prefer the Onmo?
Yeah.
I find both of them interesting in a different way. Let me add a call while we're talking about this. That now. So Mosaic is made in Germany. The whole thing is, you know, I think Germans and Europeans in general, I'm sure everybody has tried it. The screen, foil and screen on top,
Yeah.
3 coals. So imagine this concept with a fragile screen that the coals can just tip over, and an actual stainless steel HMD with the screen that's filled in. And when you put the coals in here, it secures, which was great. It's stainless, it's heavy, it likes heat, it needs a lot of heat, so minimum 3 coals. I think we can get away with the full session with just 3 coals, and we have this on our store as well. It's a good HMD. I will not compare it to a Provost because it's a completely different way of managing heat. As you know, like the Onmo is very similar to the Lotus. This one is something different. I believe this is in a category of its own because it's not a Provost. It has a screen. It's stainless. The Provost is aluminum. So this is definitely on its own for
It
sure.
also doesn't have slits on the sides for the coals to breathe, and the
Correct.
coals never burn out.
Correct. The air is from the bottom. Put some extra holes when you pack a bowl with this. Just a few pointers. And definitely one of our favorite things in 2022, for sure. And then I think we have one accessory left.
Yes.
The beautiful tongs.
The apple on top.
One of our favorites, the flip tongs. Basically, we will show you by example. These tongs are very good at flipping your coals on the burner. They'll do a perfect 180 almost every time once you get the hang of it.
Yep.
It's just very convenient. It sounds like something stupid, very small, but you don't have to sit there and kind of, you know, flip your coals
And burn your
where
hands
you can just like that, flip them right over.
And also, and one thing I wanted to add is the edges here. They're kind of secure on the hookah. When you like put on, you can probably move the hookah here. This is one of the hookahs that we're gonna talk about, but this is one of the cool stuff. You know, they're good. They're a little pricey, but what do we use now every day?
We use these.
We always use.
You get
this.
so used to that you can actually learn how to carry the coals with it too.
Definitely one of my favorite things
Yeah.
of 2022. Definitely.
Instead of breaking your wrist every time.
Perfect. Hookahs. I personally think 2022 was not that exciting with hookahs.
No.
Let me reword it. We didn't have that many new hookahs out.
No.
Because of the whole Russian thing going on.
Some good ones, some not good ones.
We had good ones, we had the best ones, and not that many. We were not overwhelmed with hookahs. So let's start with the Moza Variety that's on the table.
So the Moza Variety is probably my pick for the year. I'm very big on aesthetics with my hookahs. I like them to purge a certain way. I like them to look a certain way. I like having more of a full setup where everything kind of goes together. Tasso's really more of a guy. If it blows clouds with chocolate ice cream, he's happy with it. But some of us will spend a little more money, and we just like the way it looks. It's a very good smoking hookah. The draw is very good. The restriction's probably just at the perfect level. And I'm very set on what I like. And Tasso put this one onto me, and I ended up liking it a lot. And I will probably add one of these to my personal collection very soon. And other than that, it looks good. It's collapsible. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. You can change the base.
Very good point.
They did a lot of good features with this right to make it how you want it to be, personal-wise.
100%. Very well said.
It's the one hookah that you can actually either get it the simple way or the harder way.
You can
by getting every single matching piece, or you don't have to get every single matching piece.
Yep. And also a point is that when you make it smaller, if you own a Moza Breeze 2, when you make this smaller, you can use the sleeve and it fits right in. Because it's the same company. That's another pointer. But yeah, definitely, I fully agree with Anthony. It was one of the most killer hookahs of 2022. Next one. Let's do the emotion, actually. I think that's a great way to talk. So, portable hookahs is a whole different video that we will release. It's very hard to take this concept of a full hookah and put it into a hookah that's like a tenth
the size of a can.
So the whole concept is that I'm gonna smoke some hookah right now, and Peter's gonna.
No, I'm not talking shit about it. You smoke this more than I have, so.
So as I said,
you want to talk about?
I feel like we were kind of like forced to use the Viral one because there were not that many options out there.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's really like the other travel hookahs, like the Sub-Atom is a little square. You can put that in your cup. Until this came out, Viral one had a lot of disadvantages. The purge. It's nice and heavy, which was alright. The purge was one. The water level, if you blow too hard, the water will go right through the stem and ruin your bowl.
Yep.
Which none of those we have found with this one.
No.
This hookah has been great. If you want to know more about this, we're going to have a video. So I won't talk about advantages or disadvantages. But overall, as far as portable hookahs, this was the best of 2022.
Yeah.
For sure.
Another thing about that hookah I would like to add, it's nice when you get a full package. It's stupid to say your favorite thing about the hookah is probably the hose handle. But when you get it all as a complete set like this, everything kind of goes together. It looks very nice.
Nice and neat.
Yeah.
When you have it in front of you and you're smoking it, it's crazy how enjoyable something like this could be, where something so small could actually smoke just as good as a Moza Variety or a tabletop hookah.
Surprise you for the first time you smoke it.
Yes,
You're
for
like
sure.
kind of in shock, like this actually
Everybody,
smokes that good.
all three of us are set.
Yeah.
We didn't smoke it at the same time, but I'm saying when we tried it, each one of us, we were like, holy crap, like this is like different, you know? You don't expect this from a hookah like this.
No.
So this would definitely be on a list of best hookahs of 2022. So that's it. Now I'm gonna talk about my favorite hookah of 2022 and also my favorite hookah of all time. The Stimulation Expansion. So
You've abused this hookah.
I have abused this hookah. I totally agree. So every time we get a new hookah, I put it on the table and we smoke it until we have feedback to give you guys. This hookah was like, okay, we smoked it for X amount of days. We have feedback, and I just kept smoking it and smoking it and smoking it to the point where you guys had to tell me, all right, you people, you keep posting this every night on Instagram.
Smoke something else.
Smoke something else. I literally fell in love with this. Why? Because my image of stimulation was, not to attack anybody, was overpriced. That was just my image of stimulation. Overpriced, overpriced, overpriced. Until this came out. So I'm like, okay, so there's a stimulation that costs half the price of a regular Stimulation Pro X that has a very cool name, Expansion, which pretty much resembles the new innovation instead of a regular traditional
Downstroke.
no. Crap. Okay. It's called the Expansion because instead of having a traditional bass grommet, has an O-ring compressed by two pieces of metal that you pretty much expand and it secures into the base. So if you rotate it, it expands and it secures into the base. I still wouldn't grab it from here. Don't look at me doing this. But what I like about this is that it has the perch features that previous stimulation models lack. You can fully adjust it. You can switch up the sleeves. No just single color stem. None of that. It has a second tray which became very popular from other hookahs that came out. And multiple different settings to change your purge. Adjustable down stem with a diffuser. And big news, we never seen this, we rarely see this from German hookahs. It came with the bass. I've never seen this unless it's a hookah that the bass is actually part of it. I've never seen like just a hookah from Germany come with the actual just regular glass bass, which I like about that. Definitely my favorite hookah of all time. Definitely my favorite hookah of 2022. Definitely my favorite product overall out of everything of 2022. That's it. Perfect. So that was a brief overview of our favorite stuff for 2022. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.